Hello guys, what I'm going to be discussing today, this is my Blogging with April Chronicles, is more of service and your contribution to society. You know, as we're about to celebrate MLK Day, which will be Monday. So, you know, this is geared towards that, you know, starting to think about how will you contribute to society. And, you know, and I know like most groups, they already have things planned out, you know, how they're going to contribute through marching, through giving back, you know, providing, donating, you know what I'm saying? And we just have to, if you're not already doing it, have to start, you know, thinking about that on a, you know what I'm saying, on a larger scale, like how we are going to contribute to this day of service. You know, how are we giving back to our society? You know, what are you doing to do that? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people have needs, and you know, we need something every day, you know, just living life. But a lot of times, in order to eliminate your need, you have to give back, so you can be able to have things given back unto you. So, you know, if you're not celebrating MLK Day in that way, you know, it's time to start. You know, it's time to start doing that. It's more, you know, I know a lot of the television programs, you're gonna be seeing that, you know, how they commemorate his day. You know, you know the history of it. You know what the purpose of MLK Day. It's a day of service. It's a day to just, you know, give back, and to also like learn about your history, learn about, you know, about the laws, civil rights. You know how it was hard for like some of us, like the civil rights movement, y'all, is grand. Like a lot of us wouldn't be doing what we're doing today. We wouldn't be having the careers we're having. We wouldn't be able to voice our opinion if it wasn't for, you know, civil rights. And that's why it's important, you know what I'm saying, if we're not to educate ourselves on that. It's a lot of, you know, movement and laws that's in place of that. You know what I'm saying? Like how, you know, groups, some groups had it very hard, you know, like people of African American color, like how we, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't privileged to do certain things, and how, you know, the way it has been paved. Like for us, you had people like, you had your freedom fighters. They fought, you know, to get things paved away. And you know, you did have presidents of, you know, of the Caucasian race that did, you know, help out with the movement. You know, they help out in a lot of ways too. So we just have to just, you know, dive into, you know, our history and see why it is important for us, you know, as, you know, citizens, you know, whatever creed, race, and color you are, why is it important to have a voice and have an opinion? You know, understanding the struggle, understanding like the real struggle, like, you know, some of the things we wouldn't be doing today if it wasn't for people fighting for us. You know, it's big, y'all. It's major, and we just have to, you know, once we understand, you know, the struggle, what people went through, how people fought for us, it can shape you as a person. You know, it can shape you. Education is key. Learning, understanding, you know, what we had to go through. How certain people wasn't privileged to do, you know, what it is that we do. How, you know what I'm saying, it was forbidden, like for, you know, back in slavery, for African Americans to learn to read and write. And these are some of the things that we can do today, because you know what I'm saying, as a country, we came a long way. You know what I'm saying? We have rights and privileges. But, you know what I'm saying, you want to take that, learn from that, and start to be able to give back. You know, you can give back in many ways, through donations. You can, some people participating in marches and enlighten their community. You know, cleaning up your community. You know, you can give back in ways of giving back clothing you don't wear. You know, like, you know, helping somebody, feeding the homeless, whatever it is in your community. You know, making intentional of finding ways to give back. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they might just want to donate, and that's fine. You know, you might just want to donate to a cause. That's giving back. It's whatever you're doing to pay it forward, you giving, you know, to try to participate in that, you know what I'm saying, on Monday. Try to participate in that, because you will feel better. I'm telling you, once you get out of the selfish mode and you start working in your communities and giving back, you've accomplished something, and it's a great feeling to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, just try to do something. A little goes a long way. And it's important to like understand your history, understand how far we come, understand the roadblocks, the struggles and stuff, and what stood in the way for progress. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, every day somebody fighting. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on Capitol Hill right now marching for something. And it's good to to a lot of times be a part of something you feel that's not fair. You want to be able to change some things, let your voice be heard. Being able to use a platform, like a YouTube channel, Instagram, whatever, just to discuss some of the things that you feel can make this country better. It's okay to just think on a broader scale on stuff. What you know what I'm saying? What you feel, if you feel like the education system needs to be revamped, if you feel that your community needs more enrichment program for the kids, you can advocate. You don't have to have a title position to advocate. You can still write a letter, send an email, find out who your representatives are, and get it done. You notice that you don't have certain privileges in your neighborhood. Your roads are bad. Certain things. You don't have enough street lighting. You know what I'm saying? Your street is not lit up like that, and that's a safety issue and concern. You can let your voice be heard. Everybody can matter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can matter. It is that you have to take the step to get it done. A lot of times when you complain behind the scenes about something and the right person is not hearing your voice, it's not gonna get done. And a lot of times you might have to come together. Like, if you and people in your neighborhood or group, y'all agree and see to where it need to be some changes, how y'all can come together and fight for that change. I mean, that's how laws are made. That's how voices are heard. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be heard, if you're not talking about it and you just keeping it swept under the rug. Everybody deserve, equality, and just because like you may be like in a smaller community or town, you still you should not be overlooked because you're like in a smaller town and you feel like you're underprivileged. You just have to get your voice out there. If you have to start petitions, you have to send multiple emails, go live, whatever. You don't have to sit there and set up how you think our freedom fighters they did. They saw a need. They didn't sit there and just kept it to themselves. They fought, they marched, they did petitions, they went to the White House, they got with other leaders and people, they came together. And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? You're not keeping it to yourself. You're getting a collective group and doing what it needs to, and doing what you need to do to get your voice heard. And the more you speak, people will hear. That's what I think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just time to just not just settle, be complacent. A lot of people in communities, they're being overlooked. You're not getting the treatment that you need. Certain areas, the Wi-Fi is better, the grounding is better with that. They get better outcomes. They got street lights. They got programs for kids, and kids are, our future. Nobody, I don't care what community you in, the kids should always be something for kids to do in the summer months when they're out of school. A lot of times parents, they have to work. A lot of kids, they come from single parent environments. There should be something, no matter what community you in. Like if you have to speak to representative, if they have to try to go about writing to get a grant, something could be done for these kids. You know what I'm saying? And it needs to be something more important to them. Some families might can't afford aftercare or summer programs, that's when the community need to come together, see about grants. If there's monies out here, see about the grants to help the kids in your community. If you don't help the kids in your community, who else gonna help them? If you can't help them, you know, you don't have to sit there with the kids. They bad. They ain't got nothing. They don't have anything to do. And if a community can get money for anything else, they can get money for these kids. And I'm seeing that, you know what I'm saying? Have something for these kids to do. No child should be left behind. There should be even in the summer months, kids still needs to stay sharp on their academics. A lot of the kids are falling behind in the fall because they didn't do any type of some type of learning or enrichment over the summer. You know, and you just send them to school. You just buy you just buy them clothes and send them to school. Like it's more to that. They still have to be educated and groomed and have to learn something. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your kids be fall between the cracks over the summer. You know, this is the time now, you know, to start, you know, putting things in place, fighting for your community. If your community, there is nothing like for the kids to do. Like there's people that you have people dealing with poverty, low income. You have to fight for your community. I know people see it. You know what I'm saying? You see it. Somebody have to take the stand. If you're in a situation like that, you need to step out, write letters, find out who to talk to in your community. Get people like you, like-minded people who going through the same things. Y'all come together and fight. Use your platforms. Use your social media. Write letters, write to your local news, come together. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight to get what you want. You're not gonna be able to get anything on quiet, on silence, and on pause. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know, be self-empowering. You know what I'm saying? Fight for your needs. Because if you're not saying nothing, it won't get done. You got to be your own advocator and get people that's willing to back you up. You know, to help you get your point across. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to do it, find somebody, appoint somebody. Anybody can start a committee. You don't have to be in a group to start a committee. You can if you're like in a project area, low income area. If it's enough for y'all, start a committee. Y'all go down, you know, to your representatives, people, you know, that you know that can get your point across and be serious and get your point across. You know what I'm saying? If there's a will, there's a way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just be empowered. You know, start thinking on a bigger scale on how you gonna give back, how you gonna help others, how if you're in need, how you gonna get out of that situation. You know, you got to start somewhere, y'all. So I just wanted to share that, you know, on my Chronicles. And I have stories, y'all. Every year since I started blogging, I've done stories on MLK Day of Service. If you go to my blog, aprilblog.online, you can read the story from last year. I highlighted MLK Day, things you can do. I have like different groups that you can engage with if you want to give back to your local community, who you need to speak to if you want to be able to be of service. I have that on my blog top if you go back and read that from last year's blog. You know, and I'm going to continue, you know, like you know, pushing it. You know what I'm saying? We got to speak up. You know, closed mouth don't get fed. Being silent, being on mute doesn't always solve the issue. It's a time to be quiet, but it's a time to fight. You know, it's a time if you got to take baby steps and things, and if you got to get the help, you know, get out of that mindset you can do everything by yourself. You don't need help. You may need help. You may need to go to someone who have a little bit of influence to get your voice to be heard. When you go to them, have your thoughts together, your ducks in a row, write stuff down. Present your issue and your problem. You know, people do it every day. Like I said, people every day on Capitol Hill fighting every day. You watch the news. Somebody always up there on Capitol Hill marching, fighting for something. And that could be you, me. We can be doing the same thing. We just got to take it seriously. you know, and especially if you're in a community where it's no progression there, nothing going on, the kids not being serviced like they should, the neighborhood going down, is going backwards. Okay, so that means somebody need to get in there and let their voice be heard. And you got to go over some heads. You know what I'm saying? Let your voice be heard. Write letters. Find out, you know, who to send letters to, who to send emails to. You know, and talk to somebody, you know, that's privy to these things, that's privy to writing letters and talking to your senator, other Congress people. Get with them. There's somebody out here that can help. You know, and I just want to just encourage you on that, then, y'all. You know, just we have to think abroad. Things can be changed and things can be done. It's gonna take that for your voice to be heard. It's gonna take for you to speak up, stand up, and get it done. So, y'all, on this MLK weekend, start thinking like that. Start writing down what are some things that my community needs. What are some problems we were facing, you know, in the past, that it's just time for those problems to get rectified. It's just time for us to take a stand. It's time for me to get with some people so I can get my voice out there. And you on Facebook, you know, you create you a YouTube channel, create you a platform that a lot of people can hear what you have to say. Don't stay hidden. Don't rely just on small groups. Get out there. Let your voice be heard. You never know. It could be somebody that's passionate about the same thing in another community. Y'all can come together and get it done. That's how you know, think about outreach. That's how you gonna get things done. You might got to go beyond your community and who you talk to on an everyday basis. You know, so I just wanted to throw that out there. You know, we don't have to settle for crumbs and what somebody give us all the time. It's just time to stand up. Like our freedom fighters did it. When I look at Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, you know, other freedom fighters out there, y'all, they had to fight. They fought. They didn't give up. You know, the man lost his life. MLK lost his life for fighting. You know, we just have to, you know what I'm saying? We can do the same thing, whatever cause, whatever we're trying to push, whatever need we have, we can do the same thing, y'all. So, y'all, just want to tell y'all that, you know, just want to leave you with those words. Be of service. Take baby steps. Start somewhere. Do it. If you can't walk, crawl. If you can crawl, walk, y'all, keep it moving. If you can't run, walk. Do what you got to do, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It starts somewhere. You can pull yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You can get with others who have the same concern. They're serious. They're ready to go and get it done, y'all. So, y'all, be intentional as the day of service is approaching. You know, start thinking about what you need to do, and let's get it done, y'all. I'm Blogging with April Chronicles. Follow me on my fan page, Blogging with April. Follow me on YouTube, Blogging with April. Instagram, Blogging with April. My blog, aprilblog.online. I have blog apparel. I have my lipstick sales. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Let's continue to stay engaged for collaborations. You can email me at bloggingwithapril, aprilblog.online. I do features on my blog. If you want to tell your personal story, if you want to highlight your business, get at me. I do have affordable prices with that. You know, if you just want to you know, collaborate, we can discuss some of these issues on a platform, y'all. Get at me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to do that, y'all. Let's make a difference in society, y'all. Talk to you later. Be blessed. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.